Hi there, this is Jonathan Ginsberg. I'm an Atlanta area personal bankruptcy attorney, and today I'd like to talk to you about filing bankruptcy if you have a vehicle or car loan that is less than 910 days old. Specifically, filing Chapter 13 if you have a car loan, vehicle loan less than 910 days old. And 910 days, by the way, is about 2.5 years, to give you some perspective. And the reason this is important is the Bankruptcy Code has a provision that if you incurred a car loan or a vehicle loan less than 910 days ago, you cannot do what is called a cram down in your Chapter 13. And a cram down basically is where you essentially use the bankruptcy process to reduce the amount you owe on that vehicle down to the value of the car. That's why they call it a cram down. So instead of owing $18,000 on a $12,000 car, you owe $12,000 on a $12,000 car. You can also modify the interest rate, which again, if your interest rate is high because you're a buy here, pay here, or you've got bad credit when you took out the loan, instead of being 12% or 15%, now it's 3% or 4%. So a cram down is a really effective thing to do in bankruptcy in Chapter 13 that will allow you to afford your vehicle and to reduce the balance down to what is owed, or what the fair market value of the vehicle is based on recent sales or NADA or something like that. And again, if your loan was incurred less than 910 days, less than 2.5 years ago, you can't do this. If the loan is older than 910 days, you can. So the last thing you want to do is to file a bankruptcy on day 900 or day 905 after you took out this loan, because if you had waited another few days, you could have done a cram down. So it's always important, if you have a vehicle loan that is coming up on 2.5 years, that before you file bankruptcy, you talk about your attorney, talk about this with your attorney, do the calculation. There are date calculators out there. And I've seen situations where people have a loan that was rolled into another loan. So let's say they had a vehicle, wasn't working, they traded it in, got a second vehicle, and the vehicle lender rolled that first loan into the second, and they literally have a vehicle worth $10,000 and they owe $25,000 on it. Well, again, in that situation, I would really hesitate to go into a Chapter 13 until 910 days had passed since the second loan was originated, because we can do a cram down. Years ago, 10, 15 years ago, you could do a cram down. There wasn't this 910-day rule. Now there is. So if you have a vehicle loan and it's less than 910 days, you're going to be paying contract interest rate. You're going to be paying the full balance due, as opposed to cramming it down, which again can be very, very valuable to you and save you a ton of money, make your case that much more feasible. So going into Chapter 13 with a motor vehicle, it's always worth doing the calculation. When are you going to hit 910 days since the loan was incurred? Because that will make your Chapter 13 that much more effective and that much more valuable to you. Hope you found this helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up on YouTube, like it on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or subscribe to my Facebook page, or both. Follow me on Twitter. I'm at J Ginsberg on Twitter. I'm very active on social media. I'm constantly providing updates and new information as it comes available, and I think you'll find it very, very helpful if you're even thinking about bankruptcy or you have questions about debt, dealing with debt. My website is atlanta-bankruptcy.com, and if you go there, I've got a debt destroyer survival kit where I talk about avoiding bankruptcy, making bankruptcy work, again, things like this, or recovering from bankruptcy as well. If you'd like to talk to me personally, I'm at 770-393-4985, or Ginsberg, my last name, Ginsberg @gmail.com, and I'll be happy to chat with you about your personal bankruptcy situation, or potential bankruptcy situation, I should say. So for now, my name is Jonathan Ginsberg. I hope you found this useful, and I'll look forward to talking to you soon, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot. Hi, this is Jonathan, and I hope you found this video helpful. I'd like to invite you to download my free Debt Destroyer Survival Kit right now. I've packed my survival kit with answers to the questions I've heard from clients for over 25 years here in the Atlanta area. Inside the survival kit, you'll find clear, easy to understand answers to critical topics about how to solve debt problems once and for all, including how do I protect my stuff, my house, car, and personal property if I file for bankruptcy? Are there any legitimate alternatives to bankruptcy? Will I ever get credit again, and if so, when? What mistakes must I avoid to get the most benefit out of bankruptcy? You can claim your copy right now by visiting my atlanta-bankruptcy.com website. And you are always welcome to use the email form on my website to ask me anything about debt and personal bankruptcy in Atlanta. www.atlanta-bankruptcy.com. And as always, I wish you the best.